12 foods destroying your kidney health. Avoid these now. Hey everyone, it's Dr. Mike here. Today we're diving into a super important topic, foods that are secretly wrecking your kidney health. These little culprits might seem harmless, but they can put a serious strain on your kidneys over time. Stick around to the end because I'm going to reveal the #1 food that's basically public enemy #1 for your kidneys. Let's get started. Excessive salt, the silent kidney crusher. All right, let's kick things off with the saltiest offender of them all, excessive salt. Your kidneys are like hardworking filters that keep your blood clean and balanced. Too much salt can crank up your blood pressure and make your kidneys work overtime. Now, I'm not saying you have to ditch salt entirely. A little sprinkle here and there is fine. Avoid those super salty processed foods and restaurant meals, and try to cook more at home where you can control the salt shaker. Think of it this way, your kidneys are like your best friends. You wouldn't overload your friends with too much work, right? Stay tuned for the next salty suspect. Processed foods, the wolf in sheep's clothing. Next up, we're tackling those sneaky culprits, processed foods. These convenient creations might seem harmless, but they're often loaded with hidden sodium, phosphorus, and preservatives that can wreak havoc on your kidneys. Processed foods are notorious for their sky-high sodium content. And let's not forget about phosphorus, another mineral that can build up in your blood if your kidneys aren't functioning at their best. So, what's the solution? Opt for whole, unprocessed foods as much as possible. Think fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Your kidneys will thank you for it. Red meat, a protein punch with a potential downside. Now, let's talk about a food that often gets a bad rap when it comes to kidney health. Red meat. Red meat contains a compound called purine, which breaks down into uric acid in your body. For most people, this isn't a big deal because their kidneys filter out the uric acid efficiently. But for others, especially those with kidney issues, high levels of uric acid can lead to a painful condition called gout, or even kidney stones. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up steak and burgers entirely, but if you're concerned about your kidney health, it's a good idea to limit your intake of red meat. And when you do indulge, be sure to choose lean cuts of meat and grill, bake or roast them instead of frying. Your kidneys and your heart will thank you for it. Sugary drinks, a sweet sabotage for your kidneys. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to dive into the sugary abyss of drinks that can sabotage your kidney health. High sugar intake can lead to weight gain, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease, all of which can put a serious strain on your kidneys. When you bombard them with a constant stream of sugar, it's like trying to filter syrup through a coffee filter. It's just too much for them to handle. Over time, this sugary onslaught can damage the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys, making it harder for them to do their job effectively. So, what's the solution? Ditch the sugary drinks and opt for healthier alternatives like water, unsweetened tea, or sparkling water with a splash of lemon or lime. Your kidneys, and your waistline, will thank you for it. Alcohol, the dehydrating kidney degrader. Let's be real for a second, folks. We all enjoy a good time, and for some of us that includes the occasional adult beverage. But when it comes to your kidneys, excessive alcohol consumption is like throwing a wrench into a well-oiled machine. Alcohol is a diuretic, meaning it makes you pee more frequently. When you drink too much alcohol, you actually end up losing more fluids than you're taking in, leading to dehydration. Dehydration can put extra stress on your kidneys, making it harder for them to filter waste products and regulate blood pressure. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up alcohol entirely, but if you're concerned about your kidney health, it's crucial to moderate your intake. Stick to the recommended guidelines, which is 1 drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men. And remember, hydration is key. For every alcoholic beverage you consume, be sure to drink a glass of water to help your kidneys stay happy and hydrated. Caffeine, the double-edged sword for your kidneys. Let's face it, many of us rely on that morning cup of coffee or tea to jumpstart our day. And for most people, moderate caffeine intake is perfectly fine. But when it comes to your kidneys, caffeine can be a bit of a double-edged sword. Caffeine is also a diuretic, meaning it can make you pee more frequently. Excessive caffeine consumption can lead to dehydration, especially if you're not replenishing your fluids adequately. So, what's the bottom line? Enjoy your morning coffee or tea, but be mindful of your overall caffeine intake. Remember, moderation is key. Let's talk about a food group that's often touted for its health benefits, but can be a bit tricky for those with kidney issues: dairy products. Dairy is also a significant source of phosphorus, a mineral that can build up in your blood if your kidneys aren't functioning at their best. For individuals with chronic kidney disease, high phosphorus levels can lead to a whole host of health problems, including bone disease and heart disease. Now, I'm not saying you have to ditch dairy entirely if you have kidney issues, but it's essential to talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian about how much dairy is appropriate for your individual needs. They can help you determine if you need to limit your intake or choose lower phosphorus alternatives. Let's talk about a sneaky culprit that can wreak havoc on your kidneys: certain medications. Your kidneys play a vital role in filtering medications from your bloodstream. One of the biggest offenders is over-the-counter pain relievers, particularly non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, like ibuprofen and naproxen. Chronic use can damage the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys, reducing blood flow and impairing their ability to filter waste products effectively. Another group of medications that can potentially harm your kidneys is proton pump inhibitors, PPIs, which are commonly prescribed to treat heartburn, acid reflux, and ulcers. Now, I'm not saying you should stop taking your medications altogether, but it's crucial to talk to your doctor about the potential impact of any medications you're taking on your kidney health. They can help you weigh the risks and benefits and determine if there are any alternative medications or treatments that might be easier on your kidneys. Let's unravel the mystery surrounding artificial sweeteners and their potential impact on your kidneys. Some studies have suggested a link between artificial sweetener consumption and an increased risk of kidney decline, particularly in people who are already at risk for kidney disease. However, other studies have found no such association. So, what's the truth? Well, more research is needed to fully understand the long-term effects of artificial sweeteners on kidney health. Instead of relying on artificial sweeteners to curb your sweet tooth, try gradually reducing your overall sugar intake. Focus on incorporating more whole, unprocessed foods into your diet, such as fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. And if you do choose to use artificial sweeteners, do so in moderation. High potassium foods, a balancing act for your kidneys. Potassium plays a vital role in maintaining fluid balance, regulating blood pressure, and keeping your muscles and nerves functioning properly. However, for individuals with chronic kidney disease, the kidneys may struggle to remove excess potassium from the blood, leading to a condition called hyperkalemia. Hyperkalemia can cause a range of symptoms, from muscle weakness and fatigue to irregular heartbeat, and even life-threatening heart rhythm problems. Some foods that are particularly high in potassium include bananas, potatoes, tomatoes, avocados, spinach, and beans. It's crucial to work with your doctor or a registered dietitian to determine how much potassium is safe for you to consume each day. They can help you create a balanced meal plan that meets your nutritional needs while keeping your potassium levels in check. Undercooked meat and fish, a recipe for kidney disaster. Undercooked meat and fish can harbor harmful bacteria and parasites that can cause food poisoning. Food poisoning can lead to dehydration, which can put extra stress on already compromised kidneys. One of the biggest culprits is a bacterium called Escherichia coli, or E. coli, which can contaminate meat during processing. E. coli infection can cause severe diarrhea, vomiting, and abdominal cramps, all of which can lead to dehydration. Another potential danger is a parasite called Trichinella spiralis, which can be found in undercooked pork. So, what's the best way to protect yourself? Always cook meat and fish to the recommended internal temperature. Use a food thermometer to ensure it's cooked through, and wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water after handling raw meat or fish. Your kidneys will thank you for it. Smoking. The smoke signals your kidneys don't want to see. Smoking is like waging a war on your entire body, and your kidneys are caught in the crossfire. Cigarette smoke contains thousands of chemicals, many of which are toxic to your kidneys. These toxins can damage the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys, reducing blood flow and impairing their ability to filter waste products effectively. Smoking also increases your risk of developing high blood pressure and diabetes, two major risk factors for kidney disease. And if you already have kidney disease, smoking can accelerate the progression of the disease and increase your risk of complications. So, what's the bottom line? If you smoke, quitting is the single best thing you can do for your kidney health and your overall health. Talk to your doctor about resources and support to help you quit for good. So there you have it, folks. We've covered the top 12 foods and habits that can wreak havoc on your kidney health. From sneaky sodium bombs to sugary saboteurs, these culprits can put a serious strain on your kidneys over time. By being mindful of your diet, staying hydrated, and making healthy lifestyle choices, you can give your kidneys the love and support they need to function at their best. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more health tips. Stay healthy, everyone.